Let's go camping, guys.
Lemon.
Nice. Ta-da! What a beautiful dish. No camping pan? No problem. Take grandma's pan and do the work. All we need to do is unscrew that. There we go. Nice little old camping pan. Two onions, chili, garlic, thyme, lemon, put everything in a plastic bag. Voila! Take your camping backpack, shove it in nicely, gently. The only thing left is water, and we're good to go. Water. Let's go camping, guys. Oh, here we are, my friends. Nature. It's where we belong. The forest is not quite damp as I would have liked it to be. It's quite dry. I'm not sure if we're going to find any mushrooms today, but we'll have a look around. What I noticed right here is these little droppings. Those are bear droppings. They usually come to forage. There's a gas station up above. They come to check the garbages. So when it goes close to evening, we'll hit the sack. We don't want to trail. We don't want to trail the bear. We don't want to get face to face with him. So let's have a look around. Now this is the only sign of mushroom that I could find. It's an edible one, but it's the only one actually that I found. So there are so few of these. I'm thinking about reconsidering. Seems to have changed places. And now we're starting to have a little bit more success. It's not most great fungus, but mushroom, but it's edible. And there's another one here. This one's a little bit too old. You do not want to pick these ones. They are too old. What do we have here? This one is also too old. Again too old. This one looks nice, but it's really old actually. It's dried up. Let's keep on looking. Well, finally, a little stroke of luck. These are chanterelles. Very tasty. Let's pick them up. They're a little bit too old for my taste, but they're better than nothing, guys. So, there's one little guy over here. So, okay. Let's take a break. I've been walking a while. And now that we have this little patch of chanterelles, let's take a little break. Whenever you're going mushroom foraging, have a knife with you, okay? And the dirty part, trim them out. Just keep nice, clean mushroom, okay? And I always have two pouches with me, okay? One for, let's say, not so good mushrooms. Maybe they're a little bit dirty or they have worms in them, but not very much, very many. And one for clean mushrooms, okay? So the clean one, put them in the separate bag, okay? Trim them out, make them nice and clean. Chanterelles are really good, really tasty. We'll make a really tasty meal out of these. Okay, the old part, just trim it out. But on the inside it's still good, it's wet. So only on the outside it's a little bit skinny. But taking into account that this is the only patch I've found, so there might be more, but we need to find places with a little bit more humidity. So right now it's really dry. So if we don't find better places, we'll just stick to these ones. Clean them up nice and well. Okay, put them in your pouch. There are quite a few on this patch. They smell so good. Whatever thing the forest has to offer you, you take. Don't leave it, okay? Because you might not know if tomorrow you're still going to find things like this and you're going to regret it if you don't pick them up. Trust me, I've been there. Okay? Take anything forest offers you, and afterwards if you find better quality material, then you can always discard the ones that you don't need and take only the fresh ones. But today we cannot afford to be picky, so we'll just take what we have. Here's one more. Take your time, make them clean, because if you pick them up and you clean them from the beginning, you don't need to clean them again when you're going to start cooking them. So just do your job once, not twice, okay? I'm really glad I found these ones. They gave me a little bit of hope. Nice. And about you go. This one is really dry. Okay, let's look for... These are some really tasty morsels, I will tell you. Okay, so whenever you find chanterelles in the forest, remember that they are a patch. That area is most likely to have more of them, but they are hidden. So keep searching around the ones you found initially, and you might find additional ones. Particularly like these ones. I'm not sure if you can see them, but they are right there. See? Two of them They're really nice ones. And if you look a little further, well, what do you know? Ta-da! See? So don't go very far away whenever you're picking mushrooms. Stay to the area that you found them in, search it well, and you will have a result. Now this is a nice place to hang out, so we'll have our dinner here. Okay. These are our mushroom pouches. Let's build a fire. Okay. You need a few stones. One more stone. Nice. That's enough. Whenever you're building a campfire, if you have this luxury with these really small twigs from a pine tree, yeah, take advantage of them. This one is not quite dry actually, but if it's pine, it will go in an instant, trust me. Woo! Come on baby, light my fire. Come and set the night on fire. Now you have to be careful. Whenever you're making fire in the forest, make sure you have a little bit cover, okay? And the area that I'm in right now is not the middle of the forest. There's a road behind me, so there aren't any immediate fire materials in the vicinity of the fire that could catch fire, okay? There is no wind, and also the soil is just a bit damp, okay? So always take precautions when you're putting a fire in the forest. Now let's tend to our mushrooms. That's what we have. Okay, just clean it up a bit. This one is actually really good, no worms inside. Even if there are worms, just a little bit of extra protein never hurts. Just so you know. This one's a little bit older, but it will do. Oh, this one's quite ripe. It's nice. This is the first mushroom that we found. Whenever you're picking mushrooms, you have to know what you're doing, okay? Otherwise, don't do it. Whenever they have lots of worms inside, the edges are good to eat. Not that I would count, I would eat that one also. But we have enough mushrooms for today. Okay, and the chanterelles, we just go in there. I like to leave them long, they look better. Chanterelles are always good. They never have any worms inside, very little. Very few cases where you will find chanterelles with worms. Most cases, they are clean, always. Thank you, Lord, for this beautiful day. So we don't need much. In half an hour, this is how many mushrooms we picked. It's more than enough for one meal. For me at least. For me, it's even too much, this portion right here. Now, I didn't bring a spoon with me, so we need to make a spatula. I'll be right back. Onion, always. Another onion. This is so you can remember. I don't like the seeds. No seeds, okay? It's already starting to look great. What a beautiful dish. Here we have some thyme and garlic. Now, I'll just leave the thyme, do it from my fingers. This is true garlic, not that Chinese garlic which blows up your stomach, okay? This is how garlic should look like. It's close to wild garlic. It's close to its natural form. It doesn't grow very big and your stomach doesn't ache. It's sweeter. It's not that potent as Chinese garlic. It doesn't have that big of a kick. It's mild. And let me tell you, it's perfect for this dish. Put it in. A little bit of garlic. Very nice indeed. I'm already drooling only at the smell of this dish. And it's not even cooked. Woo! We have our trusty little spatula here. Now it's time to cook. Now, when you're cooking mushrooms, make sure you use a neutral oil, okay? Just a little bit of oil. It's quite a generous amount because they do need a generous amount of oil. Woo! Let's start sizzling. Whenever you're cooking something in the pan, let them to roast and then put a little bit of water on it. Now, whenever you're cooking over a live fire, the flame does not need to be very big, okay? Look, the flame is actually quite small, okay? Just a few coals and a small flame is enough. Otherwise, if you have a big flame, you're going to burn your food immediately. You can see they're starting to cook nicely. And if you need a handle, there you go. Now that they have roasted, I want to give them a slow boil for about 5 minutes. Then we'll add lemon or a little bit of thyme and we're ready to eat. If you have also a top for a pan, much better. I went in a hurry today and I didn't get a top for a lid. I didn't get a lid for my pan. So if you have a lid, it's much better. Just use the lid and use the natural moisture that is inside the mushrooms, and you don't need to add water. But in this case, they were very dry. I have no lid, and so I needed to add a little bit of water just to boil them. It's always good to boil mushrooms for at least 5 minutes, just to sterilize them completely. Because when you're just stewing them, you have to stew them for a little. When you're just not braising, when you're frying them, they don't always, because this one sits on the top, they don't always reach the sterilization temperature. This one might not reach even boiling point. So when you boil them, make sure they are all in the water, so they all reach almost boiling temperature. This way you know they are free of parasites and they are good to eat. Okay? Leave them boil. Well, the lemon zest, and that's it. Let's add a little bit of thyme. That's enough. Woo! Another tip, whenever you're putting your stove on open fire, make sure there is space. So this is why we've put these two rocks, this one here and this one here. It needs to have enough draft to have oxygen, and only the flame should hit the fire. If the pan is sitting directly on the chars, you will not have any flame, and also you won't be able to cook properly. This is braising right here. Okay, they are done. This is for the final touch. A little bit of acidity turns the knob. Always say grace, my friend. Oh look, I have a little friend. There's a bug right here. Have a little bit of bread, buddy. I know you like it. Sweet, soury, spicy, savory. This is a dish to remember. A quick tip. While I was eating, I heard some broken twigs up in the forest. Always make noise. Okay, this is bear country where I live in. It's the country with the highest density of bears in the whole Europe. Maybe highest density in the world. I didn't check, but it might be. And whenever you hear noises, make sure you make noise. Okay? Just howl. Woo! Hello! Everybody there? Make noise. If you don't make noise, you have the chance to surprise a bear, or he will surprise you. If he was coming down the alley right now, just casually doing his run up until the garbages, because about not a mile, but a kilometer down that way, there's a road, so he might be passing by. Always make noise. Make your presence felt in the forest, because you own the forest. Remember that. If you do not own the forest, then the bear will own you. Remember that. So make noise. After I made the noise, guess what? No more twigs. I didn't hear any more noises because he went on another path. He doesn't like humans. He's more scared than us than we are of him. So if you are walking in the wild and you're encountering animals, that's a sign that you're not making enough noise. Squirrels, you can see them, but if you're seeing deer, if you're seeing other wild animals, bucks, bears, if you encounter, that means you're not making enough noise. So remember that. My grandpa was, he lived in the forest for many years. He was a forest ranger. And never, remember this, never in his lifetime did he encounter a bear while he was walking in the forest. Why? Because he was always making noise. He would casually have a small bell on his backpack. While he was walking, that bell would ring. It's a simple and very effective solution against wild animals. Stay close, my friends. I will share with you a lot of useful information. Just subscribe to the channel, it will help me out. And this is the start of a beautiful journey. Guys, let me tell you, I'm full. Now we gotta go home. Let's pack up. Pack up, it's very easy. Put everything back. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da! This is why you need plastic bags. You don't need to wash anything. You're just gonna wash at home. These are clean in the plastic bag, okay? And your pan goes in the plastic bag, okay? There you go. You don't need to clean it here. You can clean it at home, because this is what happens. You don't want that in your backpack, okay? Trust me. It's as simple as that, okay? Clean. Now you just put it in your backpack and you go home. Always extinguish the fire, okay? Always. Never leave it running. Okay? Always and always extinguish the fire. Never leave any hot coals. Put some water on it and then bury it. Okay? Put some soil onto it, not twigs. Okay? Now, put everything back in a backpack. It would have been nice to show you what I have in my backpack. I have a tarp. I could lay it on, but I think I'll leave that for a later video. It's getting close to dark right now, so I don't want any bears trailing me. I just want to go home. I'll show you what I have in my backpack in the next video. There are about 20 essential items. Yeah, it's a good idea to show you. See you in the next one. Just pack your bag. Our pan is in there. Always have plastic bags on you. They are very useful when you're out camping. They solve a lot of trouble. I have 2 knives, one for cutting wood, and actually I have 3 knives and one for eating, okay? Don't mix them up. Our mushroom bags, not only mushrooms, whatever you can find. If you find walnut, mushrooms, whatever you can forage, you need to have breathable bags, okay, not plastic bags. Whenever you're picking mushrooms, you must have breathable bags. Otherwise, your fungi will get moldy and they will die out. Also, when it's summer, if they don't have the ability to breathe, the mushrooms that you pick, the worms will have a frenzy inside them because the temperature will get hotter, okay? It will get higher and higher in the plastic bag. Humidity is higher in the plastic bag, and the worms will have a frenzy in your mushrooms. And when you get home, you'll have, surprise, surprise, your mushrooms are not good anymore because the worms inside them have eaten them. So, very important. Okay? Breathable bags. These are cotton bags. Make sure you get some. Get the water. Our water container can also stainless steel. I've boiled water in it a couple of times. You can see it's had some use. It's very trusty, robust, stainless steel. Never fails. I've seen those titanium ones, but stainless steel is better. Titanium is brittle. If you put it on the fire and if you put cold water on it, it contracts. It makes cracks over time. So titanium, even though they show it as lightweight and it's convenient, but it's more expensive. It looks nice, but let me tell you, stainless steel is much better. It's cheaper and it's not that heavier because it's very thin. Okay, stainless steel, cheap, budget, right on the spot, and it's long lasting. You can heat it up and contract it as many times as you want. It will not fissure like titanium does. Aluminum, don't go there. Okay, it's time to pack up. See you in the next one. Like and subscribe, guys. You are going in the bag.